about that I saw is actually on Netflix. It's called The Greatest Night in Pop. It's set in January 25th of 1985. After, I guess, the Grammys, you had a bunch of musicians got together, met up after an award show, and came out to make the single "We Are the World." And that song was used as charity for famine in Africa. And Lionel Richie does a lot of narrating of this. And you have a couple other talking heads, but pretty much everybody just set their egos aside just to make this, make that song single. And
who was the main writer? Who was the main writer? For the song, like who's, I guess, conducting the whole thing, or was it just straight up like a straight up collaboration?
I think Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson might have played part in writing the song. This was a couple of weeks ago when I saw the documentary, but they had Quincy Jones to conduct all the artists, and he was over the recording process and everything. But like I said, this was for famine in Africa, famine relief in Africa, and they, generated a bunch of money off of that single back in the day. I remember this. I remember that song, and I remember the single, but at the same time, I remember my mother buying a full album, and it might have been other collaborations with other, with some of the artists that were, meeting up that night. But I remember having a full album, and I remember getting a single also. But this was back, like I said, 85.
Yeah, I feel like I remember seeing the making of this late night on one of those late night video shows on like Saturday night or something, like, or maybe the premiere. I can't remember it, but after that, after it came out, it seemed like they would play it once every night on Friday night videos every time it was on.
Yeah, it was something else. But who we had is Lionel Richie. We had was doing a lot of narrating. You had Harriet Steinberg. You had Wendy Reese, Stephen Avery. Quincy Jones was involved in the back behind the scenes, but he didn't show up on this. Some of the talking heads that are still around. You had Lionel Richie. You had Cyndi Lauper. You had Bruce Springsteen. We had Kenny Loggins, Huey Lewis, Smokey Robinson showed up for a bit. They said that on IMDb they said Dionne Warwick did something, but I really don't remember her saying anything, like behind the scenes. I was really missing Diana Ross on like the talking head part because she's still around, but overall, just looking at it, there's a lot of artists that aren't around anymore. Like in the song, you have like Kenny Rogers, you have Smokey Robinson, you have Michael Jackson. Sheena Easton was around also. Sheila E. was around too as a talking head on this. Just telling about some of the behind the scenes stuff. But overall, I just thought this was like a cool, bit of history to go back and kind of rewatch, because I've seen that video like you said, Corey. They used to play it just about every Friday, especially like on BET and back in the day, and some of the countdowns during the week. We had an earful of this song back in the day, but that's just one of those things that you really didn't know how everything went. Stevie Wonder's actually in there, and Ray Charles. It's like if you ever anybody see the music video, it's a bunch of artists there.
Yeah, it's like 30 people on stage or something.
It's probably more than 30. This is
maybe 40.
It's a bunch of artists from back then. But
how long is that song too? I can't remember. We Are the World.
It's not a very long song, and this documentary was just an hour and 36 minutes, but you pretty much had like some of the shenanigans that was happening. Like at one point, like Stevie Wonder wanted like them to say something in Swahili, and somebody had to explain to Stevie Wonder that nobody's gonna be buying this that speaks Swahili. But he wanted to have his input on that, and then to me, I just really just think that Quincy Jones had his hands full that night. Lionel Richie did a lot of wrangling also, but like Quincy Jones had a lot of stuff going on that night. And they recorded this song in a night, like right
That's
after
what I'm saying, because the runtime on the song is like 7 minutes.
7 minutes, okay.
Because it's like all those people on the stage, they at least say a line or two or sing a line or two, or sometimes they'll pair two of them together and they'll sing a part. But everybody's like singing, whether they got individual lines or if they're on the chorus as well. But all them people did something.
It's a couple little standout things that had me laughing, like. Lionel Richie pretty much said that Al Jarreau was trying to celebrate a little too much, so he had to hide like wine delivery to him, because Al was trying to get lit.
I mean it's Grammys night, so that's probably good to get everybody together. They're all going to be in the same place on the same night, but the state of all of them, some of these people won awards, they're celebrating. It's the thing is like.
Egos. yeah. That's the thing, though. A lot of people didn't have that much of an ego, but like Merle Haggard did walk out whenever Stevie Wonder started start singing in Swahili. He just just up and just left. And Merle Haggard's a country music singer, but I just thought that was trippy to wear. And then at the same time, like. Stevie Wonder, you're wasting time. I just thought he would have been more professional instead of just fooling around, with everybody. This whole thing was a bit of a trip, but it was a bunch of nostalgia happening because I pretty much listen to all these artists, are people I used to listen to back in the day, and just seeing some of them like in present day, it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I got to check this one out, man. I keep forgetting, so thanks for reminding me with that.
I like Kenny. My whole thing is like Kenny Loggins is there, and all I can think is his theme from damn Top Gun, Danger Zone. Mm-hmm. It just, I don't know. It's just so much cool stuff that was happening in this thing, and I'm just surprised we didn't just have that. Quincy Jones didn't get up and speak during it, or had like talking head part in this, because I kind of wouldn't mind seeing his thoughts, what he thought about that night and everything,